Hi there, COABE board. I'm Steve Schmidt, and I'm serving as the presenter coach for this year's COABE conference. And Sharon asked me to give a couple of slides for your board meeting. I really dislike bulleted PowerPoints, so I decided instead to do this brief video. First and foremost, I want to thank you all so much for your service on the COA board. And I really appreciate all the time, the effort, the blood, the sweat, the tears that you put in to the different initiatives that COABE offers. Your efforts are very much appreciated, and thank you so much for all that you've done. So, what have I been up to this year as the presenter coach? Well, one big thing that Sharon tasked me with was to try to elevate the quality of hybrid presentations at the conference. So I was able to, a few months ago, film some videos with some hybrid presenting experts. And each of them in this interview format that we did was able to really give some great pointers for how to engage both audiences, both the in-room and the Zoom audience, with the goal of creating a seamless presentation for both. And I think those videos were very successful. I also did a brief, funny video about the need to have a buddy and the pitfalls of not having one. Hybrid presenters need a buddy, so one person can be mainly responsible for the in-room and one person can be responsible for the Zoom. And that video clearly illustrated the pitfalls of trying to do it by yourself. Also, once again this year, we did make a requirement for first-time conference presenters to complete the Present with Purpose credential. We did have a couple of hiccups, both on the front end and on the back end, and we learned some things and definitely are working to streamline and better automate the process, especially where students would be able to, or participants would be able to self-enroll and automatically get their completion certificate emailed to them. By the time that you see this, I will have done 3 office hours over the course of several weeks and 1 Hoover rehearsal session. And the office hours gave a good overview of presenting at the conference, and we took questions as well. And the rehearsal sessions would allow folks to actually go into Hoover and do a dry run of their session getting started with it. Last but not least, we did something new this year. In the past, we did make the offer of one-on-one coaching sessions prior to the conference where we could go over one's presentation before the conference to work the bugs out. And no one took us up on that in previous years. This year, I went ahead and sent an email making that offer and also sent out a sign-up sheet. And I wasn't sure how things would go, if we'd have any takers or not. But I sent that email out one afternoon, and the next morning, when I checked the sign-up sheet, there was only one space left. So I ended up adding several more dates and times to this. And by the end of the time that you see this, I will have done about 22 half-hour sessions held over 5 different days. And the focus on this is first-time presenters to make sure that they feel comfortable and that they're presenting well at the conference. So that's a little bit about what I've been up to. And thank you again for your service on the COA board. And I look forward to seeing you this week at the conference. Thanks again.